right, 6 minutes gone past the hour of 7 on the AM side this beautiful Friday morning. Good morning and welcome on board. I want to believe that you all slept and woke up well this beautiful Friday morning. That happens to be the fourth day in the month of July 2025. And the truth is, time indeed waits for no one. So they say, make hay while the sun is still shining. I know that we've not really enjoyed, sunshine lately, but it's been more rainfall. But whatever it is still a blessing in disguise, if you ask me. All right, Abuja, good morning. Nigeria, good morning. And also, good morning, afternoon, and evening to each and every one of you listening to us right now, depending on your time zone. I say this because Eagles FM has been listened to across the world. So it's important for us to squeeze in the afternoon and also evening greetings, all right? So we can accommodate everybody's, time zone. All right, my name is Omoefe Peace Osemere, and this is, of course, your radio experience that you can always count on anytime, any day, anywhere. And if you're just entering the nation's capital, Abuja, I'd like to say a warm welcome to you. Do well to stay on this dial so that your stay in Abuja would be memorable. And if you are on your way out of Abuja, we'll bid you farewell and we hope to have you around very soon. All right. Okay. On the Eagles Morning Rise Breakfast Show, we've got a lot packed for your listening pleasure. We started off with the news, and this hour is where we get to intimate you on certain things that you need to know this Friday morning, coupled with us looking at the front pages of Nigerian newspapers to see what these national dailies are reporting this Friday morning. Now, the beautiful thing about all of our shows on here is the fact that they are all audience participatory programs, so you get to call in to share your 2 cents on whatever it is that will bring to the fore to talk about. So on the pages this morning, you also get to call in to talk to us and also express your reservations with regards to these blazing headlines. And I tell you that a lot is indeed going on right now within the political space, the economy, security. Almost every sector is pretty busy, but it looks like the political space right now is how will I put it now? It's kind of tensed. All right, the political gladiators, the actors, everyone have been kept on their toes, all ahead of the 2027 general elections, looking at the official unveiling of the new, political party, which is supposed to be a very formidable force that would give the ruling All Progressives Congress a run for its money. Now, this has actually thrown Nigerians into I wouldn't want to say state of confusion, but people are indeed confused along, different thought lines at this point in time, looking at the actors, involved in this ADC political party. But anywho, I'm sure that a number of family members would want to share their 2 cents on that. All right. But just to quickly give you a heads up on what more to expect from us, the next hour, which would be the 8 o'clock hour, Vicky Vic, the only sports minister on radio, will be right here to bring you up to speed with the latest happenings in the world of sport. That way, you know that we've got something for everyone. All right. And of course, at 9 a.m., I would come back to talk politics and current affairs. But on Eagles Outlook, which is bid for 9 a.m. today, we're going to be beaming our searchlight on the Enugu state government. We'd like to look at the success stories of the present administration, the achievements, the challenges, if there are any, and also the way forward. All right. Especially now that each and every one is gearing up for the 2027 general elections. And of course, at 10 a.m., it'll be time for the general open banter. And it is my tradition not to spill or to let the cat out of the bag. That way, I'm able to keep you on the edges of your seat up until 10 a.m. But it's always a jolly ride on the general open banter. And of course, at 11 a.m., we will take a look at the city of Abuja. A lot is really going on right now. And it's important for you, as far as you are a resident here in Abuja, it's important for you to get up to speed with what is going on. Just yesterday evening, we were made to understand that a tragic accident had actually happened around the Kugbo Karo axis. Still talking about these heavy duty trucks plying this route, during certain hours that some Nigerians had actually frowned at over time, especially when these tragic accidents happened. I recall very clearly there was a time we had a conversation on Abuja Now, a show, especially looking at the the tanker explosion that happened around Karuru axis, is it even up to 3 months already? And then some family members called in to say that, look, it's important for the VIO, the road safety, to ensure that the movement of these trucks are well monitored. I mean, it's quite unusual to see these trucks, these heavy duty trucks, plying this route early this morning or later in the evening, talking about the rush hour where people are actually going back home from work. So there's usually this gridlock around that axis, and these heavy duty truck drivers, they seem to be very, very impatient. So it's a lot really to deal with. It's kind of like a recurring decimal, but we'll see how we can actually reach a point of departure on that at the 11 o'clock hour this morning. All right, all of these, dear listener, will be accompanied with the very best of music. I'd always like to say that when it comes to the very best of music, you can always count us first. Have I introduced myself? All right, my name is Omoefe Peace Osemere. There are other titles I believe the family members would actually intimate you on in the course of the show. So I encourage you right now to check us out on socials, on Facebook and YouTube, as a matter of fact, where this conversation is being streamed live. You might just want to take a sneak peek into our state-of-the-art studios and also put a face to the voice this morning. That being said, let's quickly take a look at 10 things that you need to know for today. You just have to forgive me because I'm working with time, and for that reason I won't be able to squeeze in the greetings that we usually dish out every morning. All right, so very quickly, let's take a look at 10 things that you need to know this Friday morning. Now, first off, the gale of defections in the House of Representatives continued on Thursday as 7 members from Akwa Ibom State announced their defections to the ruling All Progressives Congress, that's the APC. And among those who defected included 6 from the People's Democratic Party and 1 from the Young Progressives Party, that's the YPP. And the second thing that I would like you to know this morning, dear listeners, the fact that security forces comprising troops of the Nigerian military and operatives of the Department of State Services have arrested 3 suspects who allegedly masterminded the kidnapping of the NDLEA commander in Anambra State. Now, the suspects, who are currently in the troops' custody undergoing interrogation, were nabbed on June 26 when the security operatives raided the residence of some identified suspected kidnappers. Now, one would say that it's a step in the right direction, knowing that 3 suspects have been, arrested and currently undergoing interrogation. All right, now tragedy struck on Thursday as a 3-story building collapsed at 24 Asesi Lane, that's Sasi Lane, off Adeniji Adele Road, Lagos Island, leaving at least 4 people rescued while an unspecified number are feared trapped. According to eyewitnesses, the incident occurred around midday amid light rainfall, and the exact cause of the collapse had not been determined as of press time. That's a very, very scary situation, but this is not the first time these kinds of things are actually happening. All right, but well, we just hope that those that are still trapped will be rescued unhurt. All right, and in another tragic and deeply disturbing incident, more than 200 people have reportedly been killed in a terrorist attack on Kwalajia village located in the Tangaza local government area of Sokoto State. The attack, which took place in the early hours of Tuesday, has left the entire community in shock and mourning. Right. More than 20 people have reportedly been killed in a terrorist attack right there in Tangaza local government of Sokoto State. Well, may their soul rest in peace. Amen. Now, gunmen on Wednesday attacked some mourners in the Rim community of Plateau State and amputated one of the youth. It was gathered on Thursday that the mourners were returning from a burial in the neighboring Bachit community when the gunmen, who blocked the road, shot at them and amputated one of the victims. Talking about the gut, the boldness. How do these people do these things unchecked? It's really very sad that you go mourn, the loss of a loved one, and then on your way back you get attacked to the extent that one of them was even amputated. Well, the Nigeria Union of Teachers, Federal Capital Territory, will any moment from now call off the 3-month primary school teachers strike following the intervention of the FCT Minister Yesom Wike. Now, Chief of Staff to the Minister, Mr. Chidi Amadi, disclosed this in Abuja on Tuesday after a closed-door meeting with the Area Council Chairman, leadership of the NUT, and representatives of the FCT administration. Moving on very quickly, former Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amechi has vowed to serve for only one term in office if he gets the presidential ticket of the African Democratic Congress ADC ahead of the 2027 general elections. Amechi stated this while making an appearance on a national television program yesterday. All right, and then the ruling All Progressives Congress has described the opposition coalition leaders of the African Democratic Congress as selfish, egotistic individuals for whom power and patronage are the oxygen on which their lives depend. Now, National Publicity Secretary of the governing party, Felix Morka, in a statement in Abuja on Thursday, noted the leaders paraded by the coalition are nothing but a roll call of Nigeria's me or nothing politicians. Like I said before, we expect views and counter views to trail the latest development within the political space, especially looking at the African Democratic Congress that has just been unveiled, officially. And when you look at the figures, the actors within this coalition, their age and the role they've actually played within Nigeria's political history, I wouldn't want to make it look as I'm trying to put words into people's mouth or in sight, but I'm sure that you express your reservations in due time. All right, but I'll leave it there. And now the Bayelsa High Court Judge Justice E.G. Umukoro has regained freedom after 12 days in captivity. He was allegedly released from the kidnappers' den without payment of ransom. It was learned the kidnappers demanded the equivalent of 300 million naira in foreign currency for his release. I mean, the good thing is he has been released unhurt and even without paying any ransom. I recall very clearly, I think it was that should be on Monday or last week, myself and UD actually reviewed a story concerning the abduction of this Bayelsa High Court judge. All right, and the last but not the least will be the fact that former Super Eagles goalkeeper Peter Rufai is dead. The 61-year-old died in the early hours of Thursday, July 3rd, 2025, following a prolonged illness that had kept him away from the public in recent years. Now, widely celebrated as one of Nigeria's finest goalkeepers, Rufai enjoyed a distinguished career with clubs such as Stationery Stores and Go Ahead Eagles. May he so rest in peace. A lot is really going on also in the world of sport. We heard about the demise, the tragic demise of Diogo Jota and of course his younger brother when his Lamborghini car veered off the road. But what can we say to these things? May their souls rest in peace. All right, and okay, I see some people reacting already on the Facebook page, but I'll just allow you to do more than what you're already doing. So if you're not watching us on Facebook and YouTube, you're probably missing out on a lot. All right, so let's quickly take a look at the front pages of Nigerian newspapers. I have got the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, I've got the Vanguard, I've got the Punch, the Daily Trust, the Guardian, and also the Nation newspapers to look at this morning. We're starting off with the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, and the big story here, I would say, is the coalition. Nenadi Usman, Abure camps resume. What does that mean? Tackles. Okay, resume tackles after Obi's romance with ADC. Absolutely. I'll take that again. Nenadi Usman, Abure camps, resume tackles after Obi's romance with ADC. You'll find this story on page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, dear listener. Also that there was a time we had a conversation with two members of the Labour Party, one loyal to the Abure camp and the other loyal to Nenadi Usman, camp. And it was a heated argument. I mean, I've been seeing, the views and counter views from different camps, right? Because I've been following up latest developments, within the Labour Party, and those that are loyal to the Abure camp, they are seriously tongue lashing Peter Obi right now for, having some sort of romance with the ADC. What does that tell you at the end of the day? So is it possible that the Nenadi Usman faction of the Labour Party will be joining forces with the ADC, or it's just going to be Peter Obi running solo with these, ADC stalwarts? But anywho, that's just by the way. And the Patriot Constitutional Summit is the kicker. 700 delegates to brainstorm on way forward for Nigeria. Conveners to present report to Tinubu and also the National Assembly. The second rider says each ethnic nationality movement to have 20 representatives. Governors to send 24 delegates each. Details on page 2 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning. And of course, on a sad note, Peter Rufai dies at 61. Details on page 8 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning. Now, there is a tier 1 bank that's actually been ranked number 1 in Nigeria for the 16th time. So I'm not going to mention the name so it won't look like this is some sort of cheap promo, but I'm sure that you know the tier 1 banks that we have in Nigeria. But just search or Google that to know the bank I'm talking about. It has been ranked number 1 for the 16th time. All right, and still on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, we understand that today is going to be the last day of FCT projects commissioning, as President Tinubu, is built to commission township roads in Gwagwalada. All right, I've been seeing posters talking about or just amplifying the good works the FCT minister is doing, aka Mr. Project. All right, I'll leave it there for the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning. We'll take a look at the Vanguard newspaper. ADC coalition is the kicker. Alliance of displaced politicians. All right, this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 riders underneath that headline. Anyways, that statement is coming from the presidency. The presidency is saying that ADC coalition is an alliance of displaced politicians. Now, the first rider underneath that headline says, "We are undisturbed. APC react." The second writer says it is a gathering of failed politicians. This is coming from Wike, as the FCT minister. The third writer says only a formidable coalition can salvage Nigeria. That's coming from Peter Obi. And then the fourth writer says Labour Party split over 48-hour ultimatum to Obi. Well, the last writer says PDP politicians leaving party. Leaving party caucus to Wike and cronies. Dele Momodu talking there. All of that you find this morning on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. And Wike declares end to Rivers crisis. Absolutely. And he's also come out to say that he's not going to disclose the concrete details, contained in the piece brokered, with Simlalayo Fubara, that he would leave you, dear listener, to speculate. Maybe it gives him joy when you all speculate. All right, that's on page 12 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning, and the rest has actually been bought. I'll leave it there for the Vanguard newspaper. Grab a copy to get details. The Punch newspaper is up next. 2027 showdown is the kicker. Coalition slams Tinubu as Wike. ADC trade blows. Presidency brands ADC leaders serial election losers. The second writer says FCT minister attacks Mark. Others, coalition kicks. That's on page 2 of the Punch newspaper this morning. And capital projects got only 20% of 25 trillion naira at 2024 spending. You find that one on page 21. And ECOWAS Bank approves $100 million for Lagos Calabar Highway. Details on page 22 of the Punch newspaper. The last but not the least right here, talking about tributes as Eagles legend Rufai dies at 61. You find that one on page 30 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Now, the Daily Trust newspaper is up next, looking quite busy. Coalition members move to exit old parties. coalition members move to exit old parties. Details on the front page. It continues right on pages 4 and 5 of the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. And INEC receives 12 additional applications for party registration. That's on page 13. Ex-Super Eagles goalkeeper Peter Rufai dies at 61. You find details on page 39 of the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Remi Tinubu returns to Plateau, donates 1 billion naira to victims of attacks. All right, well, it's a step in the right direction. You find details on page 6 of the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. 2,000 hectares is the kicker. My children have right to own land. This is coming from the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, and that's on page 8. Senator's aide resigns over 20,000 naira salary. Senator's aide resigns over 20,000 naira salary. Oh, well, I thought the grass was actually very green, or it's even greener on the other side. So if an aide to a senator is resigning over 20,000 naira salary, then it's perhaps best to just get a business and get busy, doing something for yourself, by yourself. 20,000 naira, a salary for a senator's aide. All right, that's on page 9 of the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. I'll leave it there for the Daily Trust. The Guardian newspaper is up next. 2027 is the kicker, and illusion of harmony. All right, when politicians unite in power pursuit, sans governance. Okay, what does that mean? It's actually the big story on the Guardian newspaper. You find details on pages 4 and 5. And the photograph backing up that story, I must confess, it actually speaks over 1 million words. It actually shows two hands from different sides, one having the coalition, tag on it, and the other one is having the APC tag on it. They are both pulling a rope. So it's going to be like a survivor of the fittest kind of, game come 2027. So it looks like we just have to brace up for what is to come. And the photographs right here backing up that headline, I see the face of the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi of the Labour Party, Nasir El-Rufai, former governor of Kaduna State, and also Rotimi Amechi. All right, so, well, this story has been tagged Illusion of Harmony. Okay, that's a big story. You find details on pages 4 and 5 this morning on the Guardian newspaper. Senate begins public hearing on constitution review in Lagos. You find details on page 7. Still on page 7, NMA faults federal government's export of doctors, skilled workers to St. Lucia. All right, and then Atiku flays Tinubu over Trump's snob of Nigeria. Atiku flays Tinubu over Trump's snob of Nigeria. Well, we understand that President Trump will be visiting a number of African countries, but Nigeria seems not to be on the list. What does that really mean? Do you think there's an undertone to that? All right, that's on page 27. And then APC convenes a South-South summit in Edo. Details on page 29. 2027 is the kicker. I love Nigeria. Okay. I love Nigeria. 11 other groups seek INEC registration as political parties. That's on page 6. Wike knocks opposition coalition as desperate power ploy. Defense Rivers peace moves. That's on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. And that's just about it for the Guardian newspaper. The Nation newspaper, nothing is going on here because the front page has been bought. So I'll just leave it there. And that's just going to be about the size of the headlines I will be taking across Nigerian newspapers this beautiful Friday morning. Well, we've got bills to pay. So as usual, we'll just take some time out to go pay the bills. When we return, the studio lines will be open for you to call in to share your thoughts. I'll just quickly hand down the numbers so that when we return from the break, we'll just get started with the phone calls. 0908766 8888 or 09073530044. These are the numbers to call. You can send a voice note or a message to the WhatsApp portal number on 090970544 and 50. We'll be back after this timeout. Do join us again.
Abuja, something big is coming to the capital. Yankee Entertainment presents Joe Boy live in Abuja. Come vibe to live performance by Joe Boy. Joe Boy is coming with some friends. Date, Friday, 25th July 2025. Venue, Transcorp Hilton, Abuja. Time, red carpet, 5 p.m. Main event, 6 p.m. Get your tickets now. Early bird regular, 15,000 naira. Early bird VIP, 30,000 naira. Regular, 25,000 naira. VIP, 45,000 naira. Tables, gold, 2 million naira. Platinum, 4 million naira. Get your tickets now on www.apitix.com. Call 0702-536-4691. Follow at Malam Yankee for updates. Joe Boy live in Abuja, supported by Hennessy, Z Cotton, Kairos Hoff Energy, Power Horse, Transcorp Hilton, Tokyo Nightlife, and Eagles FM.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Abuja, you're in luck. It's the upgrade promo from my Abuja Home Limited. For their Broadwater Estate and plots in Gwagwalada, get 250 square meter for just 700k when you make an outright payment. That's a whopping 81% discount, or go premium with 500 square meters for only 1 million naira. That's 80% of the original price of 5 million naira. With our authentic FCT land document, you have no issues at all. We have a flexible payment plan for up to 12 months for your convenience. Get your land in Broadwater Estate, Paiko, Gwagwalada now, with green environment, accessible roads, power supply, guaranteed security, and lots more. Call or WhatsApp my Abuja Home on 0808 883 7426, 0808 883 7426, or 0808 272 3824, 0808 272 3824. Hurry now, promo ends soon. These opportunities also open to military personnel. My Abuja Home Limited. Affordable. Live the life.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Please listen to this announcement. A prestigious spa and salon needs the following: a therapist, a nail technician, and a hair stylist. Interested applicants should send their CV via WhatsApp to 081-579-17278. That is 081-579-17278. Thank you.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
I suppose it was inevitable. Eagles 102.3.
All right, we are back. Thank you so much for staying with us. If you are just joining us, this is the Pages live on Eagles FM 102.3 Abuja, your radio experience that you can always count on. The studio lines are already open and also buzzing. Call in and share with us what your thoughts are. Remember that it's important for you to keep your emotions in check, and if you must lay claims, ensure that those claims can actually be fact-checked and also substantiated. All right? No use of vulgar or obscene language. Stick to the headlines and do not cause a stir. The numbers to call once again are 090-7353-0044 or 090-8766-8888. Send a voice note or a message to the WhatsApp portal number on 090-9705-44 and 50. Good morning to you, Abdul.
Hello, good morning, Amaise.
Good morning, good to have
How
you.
was your night?
Very well, thank you.
How is UD this morning?
UD is fine, thank you.
Amaise, thank you very much for giving us this platform to talk on this beautiful radio station. Amaise, my condolences to all the people that lost their lives.
Right.
Amaise, Peter Rufai is a very good goalkeeper. He's one of the best goalkeepers in Nigeria, and he has done well for Nigeria. I think if the federal government can do something good for the family, it will be good. All these are politicians. In fact, I just laugh at them. If you see the new party they are talking of, they are still old people. The PDP, the APC, and all the rest. They are the one there. Look at Amechi. He's saying that if he has the opportunity, he will run Nigeria for 1 year. That's what they used to say. Even our Baba Buhari that time, that's what he said. The only thing I have to say is that God will help us with the masses. The only thing I have to say again is that they should make fuel cheap in the market. I always say it in this platform. Right. They should try for us because the petrol is cheap. Things in the market also will cheap. MFA, thank you very much. God bless Nigeria. God bless Tigu FM.
Thank you very much, Abdul. Thank you. All right. Hello. Good morning to you.
Yes, Omoife, good morning.
Good morning, Apostle.
Yes, Princess Omoife. Yes, we are doing. Thank you for a good update you are giving to us.
Thank you.
Please, this is continuously killing and killing. There is everything under this planet Earth. But before that thing started happening, there is a solution. Sequence was it. Because those people that are taking people's lives, they know that even if the court of the competent jurisdiction of the land sentence them to die, no governor can easily agree to sign to show that there are many that are in the prison today that are under the role of to go and kill them, but nobody do that. That's why they continually killing people. At times you see governor that win an election, he said that let us, they have repented. Let they roll them into the society, roll them into police. Somebody that have no work, you say you are enrolling them into this police force or army. That's why you are giving him more rank to go and continue killing. So how I wish that the death penalty, once they assign somebody a court to have said this man are not worthy to live, let them do the needful. Before you see that other people will be afraid. Taking life have become whether it's a Nigerian flag, which I don't expect it to be so. Thank you, Amoy. My name remains Apostle. Also, like have a good day.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Well, the killing spree cannot resemble the Nigerian flag, all right? We don't pray for things to get, uhuru, all right? But one would say that, we've already gone past that state because each day presents, new scores of people getting killed, and these corporates are actually moving about with so much guts, looking for their next victim. It's really sad. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Moses, good morning. Happy Friday to you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Right.
You are away for almost two days.
Yep. But I'm back now.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
What of my friend Yugi?
He's very well, thank you. What's your location?
I sent my greetings to the compliment greetings to the family of Rufai. As one of our callers from Nigeria, Abdul just said,
right.
The federal government should take note. These are people who left good legacy for this nation. Yeah, I think the federal government should do what is needful to condole the family with a good something that will be or produce something. Then another thing again I want to speak on this killing again in Sokoto by terrorists. Wonderful. Another terrorist attack again in Sokoto and again in Plateau where hands were amputated. My God, you look at how heartless these people are. Do you know one amazing thing about what is happening? When these people are being captured, they have mercy, they have leniency from them, and they release them to go. These are people that are heartless. I always see that a terrorist in the mentality is a terrorist. You don't have mercy on terrorists. Terrorists don't have mercy. They value no human life. Why would army suffer to capture this people, and the next thing we hear, these people are being pardoned and being released into the society? Well, to me, coordination, M-Rufai has come again. I believe M-Rufai once on the media came up that he will not participate in politics again. We had him on the media. M-Rufai, came up and he condemned Peter Obi, condemned other people. So, almost, I wish Nigerians must come to the understanding that these politicians, they are fighting for themselves. They are fighting for themselves. If this man has been given a portfolio in this present administration, do you think that this man will form a coalition? That is not a question about it. He won't. He won't. So you discover that these people, they don't have the feeling of the masses of this country. Nigerian eyes should be open. Nigerian eyes should be open. That is why I will not side any politician. I will not speak in favor of any politician. Because when you speak in favor of them, you fight for them. Their own family will not fight for them.
Okay.
During election, you will not see their families here. So it is we killing ourselves. So one thing I believe is that Nigerians will carry their vote. They should know the one that they will vote for, not to hear their sweet mouth. These people, they will speak against themselves. I will never believe that Emroba will still come to Peter Obi, that they will have a meeting, they will have a coalition. I will never believe in my life. Okay. Because the way he condemned Peter Obi, on my face, yes. Get your vote card ready. Choose your choice. Don't make anybody deceive you.
All right. Thank you very much, Moses. But I say there are no permanent enemies in politics. All right. So, hello. Good morning to you.
Hey, I say not say good morning. Good morning for my daddy. How many times have I called you?
Okay, how do you say good morning in your dialect?
I know, say you don't jump right another party. I know you. I know. Not you way I know. I greet my color. My name na Bibi Blessing. I laugh. I laugh. How much?
Yes, Bibi Blessing.
I'm out done. My namesake. I greet our caller. I greet a man of microphone selector. I greet all my brother, my daddy.
Right.
What I want to say this morning, do you know our children for government school? They know they go school now, huh? Do you know to pay teacher? They never still pay them, and the day of strike, and they are jumping like a frog. They form another party. The party where these people they are forming now. Which party where they come out? Is there any good way go come out for their body? And be this hardship where we did today, all this spirit where we did today. Some people have hand put where they put on the condition where they are killing our farmer out today. They're not even for party how to make sure they clear Boko Haram. They are forming party 2027. Then they are still they go vote for them. I don't really understand. This is to find out when they come out now they talk. How many Nigerians made better? How many students made better in particular for their life? How many farmers don't save? I don't really understand. We know supposed to rule now. Even though they want to pursue autism Jagaba, we know say that people be supposed to rule now. They don't want to rule. They want to bring another person. They know what they are looking for. They know what to bring this Nigeria to the grave. But you know what happen with them. Which party they come out? Some come out for APC. Some come out for PTP. Is there any good way go come out for their body? See our children know they go school. They're not even for party to make sure our children go school. They are forming 2027. See, if you ask Buhari now where he come out now, I say now. May we continue to pray for that. If to say God go open our eyes, if they come out there, the condition where they go enter. If I say they go to pray for forgiveness, nobody go forgive them. May they not do well. May God not send they go land of no return. Bye bye. God bless.
Okay, Bibi Blessing, thank you very much for your contribution. You always speak with so much passion, and I don't know if I'm right, but in Edo language, you can actually say good morning as Obowe. So Obowe to you, Bibi Blessing. I hope there'll be peace in Africa now. And please, I do not belong to any political party, all right? I am not partisan, all right? Thank you very much. Let's take this one. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where you're calling from?
Dr. Preside on the line. My friend, you return. God bless you and God honor you. Happy New Month.
I wish you the same. Where are you calling from, please?
You know, I'm calling from Karima, usual.
Okay, please go ahead.
In fact, it's quite unfortunate and sudden that we Nigeria are facing this type of drama, political drama, economic drama, social and also what environmental drama. Which way that we have gotten right is an area of politics or economy or technology or an area of transportation or communication. Nigeria is sinking. Already this issue of conglomeration of ideas and also to one political party by different group of people from the country, from APC, from, PDP, from Labour Party. Can anything good to come out from there? One philosopher said that a nation whose foundation is being laid out on mediocrity, my dear friend, what are you going to get? Is it not corruption, banditry, security, violence, tribalism, locality, tribalism here and there? Can't we, have a decisive word and ideology to know that this type of government is going to be favorable to the mankind? Without the citizens of this country, there will be no leaders. Understand me, we don't have any natural disaster like a hurricane, like fire, burning, disaster. What we have is man-made, disaster. Getting our politics into right. We can have peace. We can have progress. We can have a standardization of education and also what. I'm being crying every day that numbers of medical doctors are leaving the shore of this country, another country for a greener pasture. Is it not a slap to our faces? We'll call ourselves giant of Africa. Now South Africa have taken over. It's not good at all. Let the people who are in the periphery of authority and people who are in the political position amend their ways and their thoughts, because
all right, Dr. Prince, I kindly wrap up your thoughts.
Thank you. I have a blessed day. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution right there. At this juncture, I think I'll just put a pause to the voice calls and proceed now to the WhatsApp page to see the contributions that we have. Also, Francis Namani says, as usual, watching us live from Amagunze in Enugu State, says, good morning from here and keep up the good work. Thank God it's Friday. The emergence of ADC by opposition coalition is a welcome development and, of course, a right step in the right direction. But National Assembly should ensure that the electoral process is well reformed ahead of 2027 general elections to enable our votes count. And he's went further to say that Mr. President should revisit the 2014 confab and ensure that the report is well implemented to address some of the challenges facing the country. Thanks and God bless. Thank you very much, also Francis Namani. Wachuku Kennedy Chinedu says, good morning everyone in the studio. It's quite obvious that since the formation of this coalition, APC and their followers have been in the state of insomnia. Anyway, they should know that no amount of intimidation or criticism that can stop this force, because they have failed woefully in all ramifications to deliver real dividends of democracy to Nigerians. And come 2027, Nigerians will definitely give them a red card. Wachuku Kennedy Chinedu, thank you so much for that message. And I also see a message from Suleiman Jibril. Thank you very much, Suleiman. You always have a way of cracking me up, with your greetings. But thank you so much for watching us live on Facebook. Very quickly now, let us take a look at the contributions we have on the WhatsApp portal. We have quite a number of voice notes, so I think I'm just going to go right ahead and play the voice notes before we read through the messages that we have on the WhatsApp portal this morning. All right, Salasi, good morning to you.
Salasi sending this voice note from Garki. Good morning, Eagle FM. Good morning, Omo FA. My name is Salasi sending this voice note from Garki. Triple D from Warrior. I greet the listeners and callers of this great radio station. I want to start by condemning the killing of over 20 people in Sokoto State in Tangaza local government. It's so disheartening. No day that you listen to the news without hearing people being killed. So something should be done. We don't want to be hearing all this news of people losing their life every day. Another people killed in Plateau. Even someone get amputated. I don't really know what is the problem in Plateau State. Plateau, Benue, Niger. And I don't know what our intelligence are doing in order to stop, to stop all this insecurity. Every day, there's no day that you listen to the news without hearing people being dead. People, APC shouldn't be jittering now about the coalition now. Some people are saying, it's the old people that gang up. How about the APC? It's APC, not old people that gang up. So the same thing they happen during the time of Jonathan. They say, APC won't come to power. APC won't, and they finally come to power. Now they are saying, the coalition of ADC, they won't come to power. Wait and see the surprises. And Nigeria are not tired of this government. They should wait and see what will happen. If they can bring in Peter Obi, and they will see surprises. Okay,
Salasi, thank you so much for that voice note. And I see this from Yunusa. Good morning to you.
Good morning, my sister Omaife.
Good morning.
Good morning, all the listeners and callers of this radio station. My name is Yunusa Anthony Ibrahim from Abaji. One of the headlines under Daily Trust, Wike, the Minister of FCT, says, "My children has the right to own land." Meaning his children has the right to own land. Yes, equally. Similarly, the teachers in the FCT has the right to be paid their entitlement, not even in pace. Yes, because it is their right also, right? FCT workers also have right to obtain their wage award, their promotion and other things. Let's call a spade a spade. The needful should be done. We shouldn't think of our own issue, family, reasons. Let's think of the masses. That is for that. Coalition also have taken place. We pray for good ground. We are not opposing any party. Anybody that do the best, we vote for him. Even the present party, if they do the best, we vote for him. But let us work wisely and vote for those that will rescue this country. Thank you very much. I remain Yunusa Anthony Ibrahim from Abaji.
Thank you very much, Yunusa, for your contribution. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Omo Ife, the radio princess. My name is Suleiman Amfulani, aka the original Fulani photocopy from National Assembly. Please, where is Master Yudi, aka our radio bulldozer? I hope he's doing well this morning. Omo Ife, let me just make it briefly. The issue of this coalition that is going on, that is trending now in the whole country. So we want to advise them. I want to advise based on my own opinion, and I'm not campaigning for anybody. You know, we know all these people. They are formers. None of them that have never held a big office. I think that's why even we in Nigeria, we know them. But we didn't see them then carry youth along. You understand? They didn't carry any youth along them. But all of them, they are formers. Either former governor, former minister, former senate president, all of them, they are formers. You understand? So please let them unite themselves. But in my own opinion and advice, if allowed, they should pick somebody like, I think, Amechi from that south. You know, 2027 is from the south that get this. So if there are not any person from the north, please to think of you want to contest. Because if anyone from the north says contest, they are spoiled the movement. So I think they pick somebody like this Amechi to be their running mate. In my own opinion, no, I'm not campaigning. No, it's advice I'm giving. It's advice that Suleiman is giving, not that I'm campaigning. So they will pick his advice from the north. So I think it will be a very good move. I think Amechi will be accepted for the whole country. All Nigeria are going to go with him. Thank you so much.
All right, Suleiman, thank you so much for that voice note. And I also see this one. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Omoife. My name is GB from Utako. I want to let you know, Labour Party has given Obi quick notice. But it's not surprising. It's a tenant there. They just let him some room there to contest for presidency, and he did not win. And now you are joining the coalition, so you can't be you can't be in two parties at the same time. So they are giving him 48 hours quick notice. If not, they will throw his luggage outside for him. But it's not surprising. Who did he come to Labour Party with? Only clear before people: Okupe, Tanko, Yusuf, and what's the Dima, and Okonko. These are the people that I come to Labour Party with. So he will easily carry his luggage and bag and leave Labour Party. It's very, very easy. And the one person in Labour Party, because the obedient have been troubling Labour Party for long. So Labour Party will have rest. You are the one that goes in the government that they are the one troubling Labour Party. By the time he leaves now, you will see that there will not be any problem in Labour Party again. He will arrest. And notice not following him. So let's see how it be. But this coalition will not get anything. Can the coalition, if they win the presidency, for example, would they reverse the first subsidy? Would they reverse the unit naira time exchange rate, single exchange rate? No, those things are come to stay. They are not coming to change anything. Those who are counting on them to come and say we are suffering, and they can't reverse those two policies. Thank you very much.
Okay, GB, thank you very much. Honorable Edwards, good morning.
Omofe, good morning. My name is Honorable Edward from Napo. Omofe, I want to thank the security man for arresting 25 armed men that were meant to attack Todonga in Kastan local government of Benue State. That is my own state constituency. There were 200 in that security alert, but 25 were arrested. I think we should ring the bell for security men, the team that went for that particular operations. Thank you. Then, the senator who spent 30,000 naira that the star has resigned, that man is just a devil. That's what is called devil. I don't know where we're looking for this devil. That's a devil. Why not? If not for the only caption that we would have just read it a little so that we know the name of that senator. I know how to handle it. It's bad. For a coalition or whatever, let me tell you something. Whatever we're seeing in coalition is of no use because this coalition will not go anywhere. At most, they may win some state house or assembly, not even national assembly seat. Because they are fair politicians, people who are destroying Nigeria for long, and they expect to come back and deceive us. They should not even bother about it. Tinubu is already in the second term. He should just adjust his cabinet and see how we can move forward. With us, the suffering is too much in the country. That is not the problem. If not, this coalition, who is there to even rule the country? And for the Labour Party, I am sorry for them. Without Peter Obi, no Labour Party. Thank you and God bless you.
Okay, Honorable Edward, thank you. Good morning to you, Mr.
Good morning,
Isaac.
Omofe.
Right.
I'm Mr. Isaac. I'm sending this voice note from Lugbe. Now, there's something I want to say about this coalition. There's nothing wrong in coalition. You know, we Christians believe in God. And God, in his word, say he can use anybody to change things. It doesn't mean whether he's a sinner or a righteous man. If God has decided to do something to Nigeria through these people are condemning, I have nothing against it. It can be El-Rufai, it can be Atiku, it can be anybody. What Nigerians need is liberation from the hands of these people that have strangled Nigeria to this extent. We need Nigeria to be free. We need a Nigerian, no matter who he is. And God can use anybody, and we have that belief. Coalition is good, and we believe Nigeria will be better through this coalition, not minding the people that are involved. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.
Not minding the people involved. Thank you very much, Mr. Isaac. Good morning, comrade.
Hello, studio. Good morning, Princess. A quick one. I'm Anthony Witness speaking from Suleja. This coalition, too. We have no option. It's just like yesterday I said we are looking at a lesser evil, and it's not the right thing. It's unfortunate. So Atiku should not try to come up as a presidential candidate because it's not yet the turn of the North. That was the same step he took earlier that affected PDP. The time it was for the South, he came up even though he was a Northerner. It was a problem, and that affected PDP somehow up to today. So now it is still the turn of the South. So Atiku should not think of coming out if really they want the coalition to work. And then Amechi is a candidate that is laughable. Amechi that doesn't owe his own decision, that will be tossed up and down like that. His mind is like that of a baby. So I don't think he's a good candidate. Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, Anthony, thank you very much. And I'll just pause the voice notes. There are still some voice notes here, but the truth is, if we take a listen to all of them, I might just end up, skipping the messages that we have on the WhatsApp, portal, and I'm sure that will not go down well with a number of you. So very quickly, Terkin Behundu says, good morning, Ife. Keep up the good work. I am in Nasarawa State. I wish to remind the presidency and Wike that we Nigerians are not looking at whether the politicians behind coalition are deaf or dumb or failed politicians. We Nigerians, we've seen Shege Banza in the hands of APC federal-led government, and we are tired. We want APC out by next election. Those in APC, are they not failed politicians? 2 years down the line in Tinubu-led government, Nigerians can't even eat. We don't need angels in a new coalition, but Nigerians who are capable like Atiku, David Mark, etc., to join hands and see how APC, which has done more bad than good to Nigerians, can be defeated. If our votes, count more than half of National Assembly members they won't get re-elected. Lastly, the plan by Wike to make sure Tinubu has a free ride back to the villa will fail. That's what Terkimbi is saying. Thank you. And Lion Boy from FGE Local Goma says, good morning, Omoefe. Coalition of same people, same faces, same old G's. This is the coalition of PDAPC. Then another killings in Sokoto. That's where the Sultan, that's where he lives. Let them use their tongue to count their teeth. Goodbye. Lion Boy, thank you so much for that message. And Abbas reporting from Duse says, good morning, Omoefe. On Trump visit to some African countries and their oppositions in their usual manners, using it for their political propaganda, I want to ask, why is Trump not visiting countries like South Africa, Ghana, Morocco, Egypt, to name but a few? Is there no opposition in these countries to criticize the ruling parties? It's time opposition parties in Nigeria should know how to play opposition. All right, now they are forming opposition, but we've not seen their blueprint for developmental progress to improve Nigeria. But oppositions are always too quick to be criticizing on unnecessary issues with no ideology to make a change on the life of the people, but just to grab power. Let them wake up and be a realistic opposition. Abbas, thank you for that message. Chinonso from Suleja says, call the coalition any name you wish. Nigeria must be liberated. Chinonso, thank you. And Mr. Linus from Brick City, Kubwa says, good morning, Omoefe. Please, can you advise some of your callers to... All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Linus, for that observation. All right. We would actually adjust going forward. And then Chima from Airport Road says, good morning, Omoefe. We're tired of this APC. Go to the market and see how things are increasing every day. We need a change in the person of Peter Obi, tested and good man. So you're endorsing Peter Obi. All right, some other person will call in and say that they're endorsing Atiku or Amechi, and I'm sure that, that would bring about a face-off. But anywho, thank you all so much. I'm afraid we just have to leave the conversation here now because of time. Majid Yusuf, I see your message on the Facebook page, but I cannot squeeze it in. Thank you all so much for keeping us company on the show this morning. Vicky Vic is right here, and coming up next is Sports on Eagles Wings. Like I'd always say, that the views expressed on the show were not influenced by the station. My name is Omoefe. Peace or Semere. Good morning.